I'm Jeanette Miller.
And I'm Dana Bogers.
And this is the Loaded Laundry Q Crew segment. The Q Crew is our staff-based volunteer group, and it was created officially in 2015, although we were doing several events leading up to it since about 2012.
It's voluntary, so it's purely based on who wants to participate.
Well, the Quinton family and Quintex has always been very generous and supportive in the community, and they did it very quietly behind the scenes. And we noticed that a lot of our staff and team were going out doing various volunteer events that they cared about themselves. And they were starting to form groups together, and a bunch of us started doing exercise events and things like that. So we decided to unite the two, and with Quintex's backing, the company would often pay the registration fees and help us with the fundraising and social media, while the staff got to choose sort of which events we did. And we would get together and have a really fun day. We would have cross departments. Maybe there's people that you don't work with on a day-to-day basis, usually after hours, but there's some like on weekends and whatnot, but there's some events that we actually do during work hours as well. Yeah. There's so many, and it's often brought from staff
Suggestions.
Yeah.
Things that are important to the staff.
But it can range from, our first event was the United Way plane pull. We've done Zumba events, charity runs, Terry Fox run.
Stroke Foundation.
The big bike, that was fun.
Yeah. Habitat for Humanity.
Oh yeah, building a house. We've done that several times.
Yep.
We've painted rooms at women's shelters.
Some of them are really local and some of them are more broad.
Planting gardens.
Planting gardens, yeah.
Dog events, there's the CABB golf event. Animals, environment, and children are very important to the company.
Yeah.
And to the staff.
To the staff, for sure. I think a favorite of the group is the Silo Mission. We usually get lots of interest for that one. It really resonates with the staff, so everybody always has a great time doing that one, really rewarding.
We try to do that one each year.
Every year. I think we've done it every year.
I think the trash tag challenge is popular.
Yep.
The United Way plane pull, people still talk about. It was hilarious. The first year we were scared we weren't going to move the plane at all. And then we did. And I think we got either dead last or second last, but we moved it, and so we were happy. So then the next year, we had to pull the heavier plane, the Herc. And then we were extra scared, but we moved it. I think we even got like third or fourth that year. We did pretty well.
I've never done that one, but I really want to, so I hope they bring it back.
Yeah.
I had a really fun time. We did one that was making soup for women's shelters, and it was Soup Sisters and Broth Brothers. That one was lots of fun.
I remember that one.
The big bike was lots of fun for Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Yeah, I think that, was it 20 people on the bike or 15?
I want to say it was closer to 20.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Habitat for Humanity too.
Yeah. Yes. We also were looking at the Dragon Boat one.
Yeah.
I think that one was for Cancer Foundation. We'll look into that, see if they're doing that this year. Plane pull was super fun. Yeah. I like them all. They're all fun.
They're all fun, yeah. You always feel great when you do it.
Yeah.
No matter which
it's
event
really
it is.
rewarding. Tons of connections and fun with each other, and yeah, you leave there energized and feeling good.
Yeah.
I think probably Dragon Boat, and hoping they bring back the plane pull.
Yes, that's one I really want to try. There's been lots of interest for helping with animal shelters.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes with scheduling, it hasn't been the easiest to get us in there, so.
Ooh, I think we should do like aren't there puppies in yoga or something?
Oh, yeah.
That use shelter dogs?
Yes.
Oh, I think we should do that. We should start one. We should create that event.
I'm for it.
Watch for that coming.
Everybody always just feels really connected afterwards. That good feeling of helping out in the community lasts for a while afterwards. It's just really positive.
I think it brings everybody closer together. You know, like I said, there's sometimes you don't work with somebody day to day. You might go months without even seeing them, and then you spend a day or several hours doing something like this with them, and it just unites
Makes you closer,
them. Yeah. You would see people, you know, maybe office staff that would then go through the plant or something, and they would all be laughing and joking about, for example, the plane pull, and they'd be high-fiving that we moved the plane and all that kind of stuff. You know, we did the Zumba event we did, everybody was laughing and teasing each other about how we danced because we were terrible, but it was tons of fun. So people that you wouldn't maybe necessarily have an icebreaker to make jokes like that with, you can just now interact because that relationship is established. I hope it will continue and keep growing, actually. I would say pre-COVID, there were much larger groups of us going out at a time. Since COVID, there's only been a handful of us getting together every now and then at various events. So I think we need to talk to our team, all of our staff, and ask them what they would like to see, so that if it's less events, but bigger or more frequent with smaller, I think that should be up to them. Just our reach in the community, the company and the individuals outside of work are already doing all of this in the community. So to bring it all together and do it together, I just want to see that continue.
Same for me, just more growth, more involvement, maybe some larger events coming up, because we saw a lot of that drop off during COVID where, you know, there weren't as many runs and, you know, big in-person events. A lot of it was moving virtual, and coming back from that is a lot more fun, a lot more rewarding.
And what's really fun too is most people don't know what we do as an industry. Like, you know, they don't know Quintex, they don't know industrial uniform rental and things like that. But they would recognize us from the Q crew, and then and we wear the shirts that match our trucks, so they would see our trucks after that and tell us, you know, or, oh, Q crew's here. They would have no idea what we did, but they knew that we were going to be at the various events. Yeah. So that always meant a lot. So I hope that'll continue growing or start up again, even more than it is. Absolutely, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely.
I'd be for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puppies and yoga.
Puppies and yoga.
We were a huge part of the Hands to Heart event for the Canadian Women's Foundation. We were on the planning committee. We were a part of creating with the team that event concept and everything, and a bunch of Q Crew team went to that, but we could do it bigger and better.
Yeah.
We should do a poll and see, we'll come up with 5 events.
Yeah.
5 potentials. We'll do a brainstorming session and then throw it out to the team and see who would do what.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. It's great for morale, great for the team. It's super rewarding. It's positive for the community. Highly recommend it.
It gives the staff an opportunity to do something that they might not have done otherwise. They have a team going with them. It feels more accessible.
We heard that feedback after the first Siloam mission volunteer sessions. So when we do that, we do 4 or 5 depending each week, and it can be sorting donations or serving lunch or prepping and serving breakfast, all of that. Some of the feedback after the first event was that some of the staff had always wanted to do this, but they were reluctant to go themselves because it's new. They don't know what's expected, all of that. So when you go in with a group together, and it's all new for all of us, you're instantly more comfortable and it's easier to do. Include your staff and your team in the ideas and in what's important to them.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna get buy-in from the staff.
Right, so let's start planning the puppies and yoga.
Puppies and yoga.
I can't wait.
Spring 2025.
I heard they have ones with goats too.
Goat yoga is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not for charity.
We could make it for charity. We could make it happen and have it for a charity.
Okay. We're a little focused on the yoga today.
It's really just the animals. Yeah. That's it for today's segment.
Stay tuned for future loaded laundry topics.
And puppies and yoga in 2025. If you want to make it happen, you gotta.